So Module 4's discussion board is based on data collection methods and basically picking two of them and just dissecting them, what's good about them, what's not. So the two that I have chosen are mail surveys and phone surveys. And the reason I chose them is just honestly, I get so much junk mail, and I'm of the generation that I barely even check my mail, and I pick out my bills and anything that's like handwritten, and that's about it. Everything else goes in the trash. So I've never even thought of having a mail survey. I would say a positive of a mail survey would be that in many ways it almost would feel more anonymous because you're just providing information on a piece of paper and you're sending it out and you're not sitting there with that or with somebody else while that information is being asked of you. So I actually thought that was a thoughtful way of getting potentially some more intimate information from people. Because there feels like there's an anonymity about it. Obviously, the downside to mail is just like I was talking about, because we have so much just junk in our mail nowadays. Most of us just go through and throw it away. We don't even pay attention to what it may be. So, that's definitely a downfall. Next would be the phone surveys. And the biggest thing that screams to me about phone surveys is how cheap they are. You can get a certain amount of individuals even working from home, so you don't have to front an office space, and they can call people all over the world, all over the United States, wherever your demographic may be. So in that relation, it is very cheap. You could have a large population pool because you can reach all across the world, and you would never really even have to shut it down because there's different time zones and there's somebody awake at all times of the day and night somewhere. So again, just huge populations that would be accessible to you, and monetarily, it's just so much cheaper. Definitely the downfalls, one that I believe our PowerPoints brought up was just, the telemarketing that we all get. If you don't recognize a number, you don't pick it up. But I actually used to work for a medical company that we collect data and information, and it helped with insurance and pain management. And I was amazed at how, especially of an older population, people are very reluctant to share information over the phone, as you should be. But even with like proper credentialing and checking in on stuff and, having other people follow up, I was amazed at how reluctant people are to share even just basic medical information over the phone. Which again, for many reasons is so important to be cautious, but because we have so many people that scam people, a legitimate cause is hard to even verify or validate for somebody that is determined that, you're asking information that you ought not be. Those are the two that I went through and the biggest issues I thought for each of them. So thanks so much.